Okay, this video is for Charlie. And Charlie, I am going to show you how to check the firing on these little two-strokes. First thing you're going to do is going to walk over. Usually I hook my fuel pumps up.
Hold on, let me go.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we're going to remove this black wire.
Let me get in there real quick. Black wire.
We're going to remove this black wire, and this black wire controls the fuel pump.
Okay.
Because...
Tell me that black wire real close. Black wire. Right there. And that goes to... Okay. That,
yeah, it goes to the positive side
okay.
of the coil. And...
Okay.
Okay. And the reason why we're doing that is because we're going to turn the ignition on.
Okay.
And we don't want fuel pumping while the ignition's on.
Okay.
Okay. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the coil wire that goes to the distributor. And that's right here.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So we got the coil wire, which is that little doohickey
No,
here.
actually, this is the fuel pump wire.
Oh, fuel
yeah,
pump.
that's fuel
Okay.
pump wire. This is the coil wire.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And Reba,
Okay.
I think your best point would be over here, shining your camera down here, because I'm going to have to be there.
Okay.
I'm going to have to be where you are.
I need to be, okay.
Yeah. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to turn the ignition on.
Okay.
All right. All right. The ignition is on. The car is in neutral. Okay, which means that I can now turn the engine.
And that wire.
Okay, I'm going to hold this distributor wire, and I am going to simply turn the engine. See the fire? Okay, you want to see it again?
Yes.
All right. And I have what it is it's actually arcing up against a piece of metal.
Okay, do it again.
Okay, watch the fire. See it?
Yes.
Now that tells me that I'm getting fire in the points. Okay, so everything goes back on.
Yes.
Just like that. Fuel pump wire goes back on. You hear the fuel pump. And on this particular situation, we have two fuel pumps. You simply walk in. You know now it's getting fire, and you just simply what we need on these engines is basically fuel, and we need fire.
But what if you did those things and those things didn't happen?
Okay. Then you would have to you'd have to diagnose what the problem is. It could be that the points are not opening up.
Where's point?
Points are inside this distributor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sit on the inside of the distributor.
Okay.
And one of the things you can do would be to totally take the plug wires off, which I'm not going to do.
No.
And take off the distributor cap.
Okay, and what else could it be?
And it basically it would have to be in the points.
So it's the points. We're thinking it's the points.
Yep.
Pretty much the points.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so can we do that one more time?
Go over it again?
I would
Sure.
feel more comfortable.
Okay. All right.
If I just could see it one more time, I'd feel more comfortable.
Okay.
Okay.
Plug or wire off. Going.
Okay.
Rita, let me get this.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. We have the fuel pump wire off.
Fuel pump wire off.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. We now have the distributor wire off.
Wait a minute. Let me get that real close. Do that one more time. Put it back on and then take it off. Distributor thingy. Okay, and then then take it off. Okay.
Okay, this is the coil wire.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so this wire's removed.
I got you.
The coil wire's removed.
Okay, and then
Now I'm going to turn the ignition on, making sure it's in neutral so I can spin the motor.
Making sure it's in neutral.
And the way we know that is walk around here, Reba. Let me open this door. The way we know that is when I turn the ignition on, then the light comes on.
Okay.
Okay, so then I know the ignition is on.
Okay, got
Okay?
ya.
Alright. Then we're going to walk around here. And we are going to turn the engine. It's in neutral. Black wire's off, going to the positive side of the coil, which feeds the fuel pump. Coil wire's off. Then I'm going to take and simply turn the engine, and you're going to see a fire. Right there. Right there.
Okay.
You're going to see the
So
fire.
you're taking your hand in this gilly, which
pulley.
is right there.
Yeah, I'm pulling, but on Charlie's case, he's got a propeller blade, so all he has to do is grab the propeller blade.
Okay.
And
physically turning it, and if everything's moving on,
and
like
you
it
get
all.
the fire.
Okay.
Okay, so I know it's getting fired.
Okay, do that fire thing one more time.
Right there.
Fire.
Now you don't want to get your finger there
Where
because.
is that fire? I didn't see it. Okay, it's up in there somewhere. Okay, I gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I walk back around. I turn the ignition off because I just don't want the fuel pump running.
Right.
Okay, ignition's off. Walk back around. Put the fuel pump wire back on. Make so that. Take the coil wire, put it back on.
Okay.
Just like that.
Right.
Snap it in.
Yeah, snap it
Okay.
in.
Walk around. Car's in neutral. Emergency brakes pulled. Turn the ignition. And we have. Fire.
Okay, so Charlie, you got the message. If you don't give us a call, we'll do another video. Cause it's a burning. Say bye. Say bye,
Charlie.
Bye, Charlie. Bye.
Good luck with the car. Good luck with the Monte Carlo.
We just love that little car, and we love Vernon's cars. And goodbye, everybody. Bye. Goodbye.
And Reba, get me while I.
We love this part. Vernon's gonna do. Thanks for watching our videos and being a part of Vernon's World.
Vernon's World. Vernon's World.
So we really want you to call us if it didn't work.